welcome back to the Stoneburner Open. I'm your host and commentator CJ, and we are watching semifinal A between HereticD on the bounce, Tall, and the Josh Wag or MartelBYM. Let's start at the top with HereticD, who was second in Group I and played Muad'Dib, Gurney, and Irulan. Won one game with Muad'Dib and lost one with Muad'Dib, but ended up picking back up that Muad'Dib in the quarters to win against Surbulent, Mitchell, 8-6-23, and Cyclotourist, and had a very good game ending on 12 VP there. Next we have OnTheBounce. OnTheBounce, who was third in my group, Group D, did very well and ended up going through to the wild card. In the group stage, they played Muad'Dib twice, Fade once, and Gurney winning with Fade, and they won also with Fade in the wild card, but then managed to get to the quarterfinals and win a wonderful game with Staban. But OnTheBounce, a very good player, and surprised a lot of us, I think, with his skill with Fade and Staban. So interesting. We'll see how they do in this game. Next, we have Tall. Tall topped Group O, winning with Fade and Muad'Dib, playing another game with Fade and Gurney. They went through to the quarters and won their game in a very tight nail-biter against Federico, Joe Klein, and Lannister, winning only on spice tiebreakers against Federico. Tall's a very strong player, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve. Finally, we have MartelBYM, or also known as the Josh Wag, topped Group Q with 2 wins with Gurney, also played Margot and Muad'Dib, ended up winning his game in the quarterfinals as Muad'Dib against You Got Franked, another nail-biter with 11 VP and a spice tiebreaker. Also in the game was Sunny D and Louise Valette, and that was a very interesting game. So good to see Martel get this far. He is a very, very technical player and loves calculating lines, very skilled at doing so. It'll be fun to see these guys go at it. So let's get to it. All right, let's take a look at the Imperium row. By the way, I have a guest commentator with me. This is Lannister. You might know him.
Hello, hello. How are you guys doing?
How's it going, Lanny?
Pretty good, pretty good.
What do you think of this opening row here?
I think it's pretty subpar. Yeah.
Subpar.
I think overall we'll see Gurney's, some maybe even Jessica. Yeah, I mean Jessica seems pretty good for this type of row. Some opportunity there.
Yeah, for the BGO
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah. Gurney, Paul for sure, Wadid, and Jessica might be a good pick here. Yeah.
As our contracts, we have the acquire tile and deliver supplies. So pretty good stuff there. And our okay. So here are our leaders. Who are we missing here? We're actually missing
Oh,
Muad'Dib.
Wadid.
No
Okay.
Muad'Dib and no Gurney. Wow, that's
So
cool.
I think we might see a Margot in play here. Yeah, Margot's really good with the BGO as well. So
Yeah,
good
like
stuff
that a
there.
lot. Also, you can see a Shaddam probably.
Yep.
There's some good access out there. I mean, all these probably fun. It'd be fun to see a Lady Jessica here. I don't know if we will. Let's see what they choose. All right, so we see Martel BYM picking Lady Margot in 4th position. We have Tall in 3rd position with Fade, and 3rd position Princess Irulan, and we'll see what OnTheBounce chooses in 1st position, and then we'll be on the way. Any particular picks here that stand out to you as odd or interesting or well timed or what?
I think that for me, Fade is a really good pick here, especially in the combative position. I don't know about 1st position here. There's not much left. It might be, I think he might choose Steban or Jessica. That's what I'd go with.
Yep.
Amber's definitely, and I'm not so sure about 1st position Shaddam, honestly, because yeah, you're not gonna hit deliver supplies twice in a row, in my opinion,
Yep.
for 1st
And
position.
yep. It
So yeah,
will be a
Steban.
Staban. Yep. Absolutely. And we're off. Already. And we have a pretty awful hand for our first pick position. 1st position, Staban. He's going to go to Arakeen and see if he can correct that right away. He just finds a Dune desert planet. Not the most interesting thing.
I
But
think
go ahead.
I think what might be interesting is the direction that Heretic takes. If he decides to go with the combative type of mode, then that's another issue. But if he goes for like the track chasing, like Steban, that's gonna put Margot at a very big disadvantage because you're gonna have Fade perpetually in front of you. So it's gonna be interesting to see if we're gonna have three wolves and one sheep, or two sheep, in front of each other and behind each other, and
Yes,
the
indeed.
wolves right behind each other. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can build an Irulan any number of ways, and it'll be interesting if they are going to go combat. Usually, second position does do that, and they're indicating they're going to because they went Frem kit. So probably going to see some worms from Irulan. I would suspect also Fade, but maybe they're going to. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Fade's going to do something else here. Passing up on Fremen access and giving that to Lady Margot. Let's see if she chooses to do that.
I think maybe Red is going for a chase down on the overthrow. Yeah, that might be the setup for next round.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you're
he
right. I think
drops
you're
his
right.
ring. Yeah, drops that ring on research station. Just swings for the fences. Yeah.
It's going to be hard though. They don't have any of their daggers in hand for next round, so they're going to be trying to draw through their daggers.
Well, the beautiful thing is he gets to drop his ring down, so he can I don't know, go to say accept contracts, get a draw for that, and hopefully get one of his daggers out, and then drop a ring on a spy onto research station, and just swing for the fences right there.
Okay, fair enough.
He
Yeah.
gets a triple draw.
We did see Margot end up going to uh, Desert Tactics and threw two in. Staban is getting some spice. Staban does need some spice for their ring ability, the Unseen Network. He's going to instead go to Haga Basin instead of Imperial Basin. What do you think about that? About that choice?
Hmm.
It's not the bump combat. I would say that would make more sense if that was the bump combat, right? Because you'd be blocking the first person to get to worms from getting more spice the following round. But I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. Maybe it's fine.
I would have went Imperial Basin as well, but yeah, I can't quite figure out why he went to Haga so soon. The water is so important, right?
It is early on, yeah. Assembly Hall for Irulan and finds a mercenaries, which is going to be very nice. Very nice. Love that card.
So it looks like he's gonna get Desert Power, Heretic,
Yep,
most likely.
it's a good pick. Very good pick. This is I think there was one the last game I cast actually had a very similar row. So I had a Desert Power, a BGO.
Accept contracts. I think that would be the best choice. Just get that dagger out of the way because you're gonna have two daggers otherwise. It's gonna be really hard to chase down, buddy.
Oof. Okay. Picking up
Oh,
some Solari. What do you think of Solari here instead? I think it's reasonable.
let's go for a trash. No.
Doesn't usually third position end up with Swordmaster first? Like generally speaking.
It's hard to say because I guess because I always kind of skip out on it, so other people just kind of yeah. So my games are kind of neutered as a result, so it's hard to say.
And Margot either can reveal for two or try to draw, maybe. But you don't really want to draw last action here. I don't think Josh wants to do that. That is Margot. Uh, so, hmm,
The other options is I would probably just go Imperial Basin. Yeah,
more troops.
more troops is fine too, but yeah, I like the spice better just because you can go espionage next round if you need to. Or if you want to, you can get more Solari as well.
Operatives to pick up for Staban, revealing a Southern Elders. There's the Desert Power for Irulan, which reveals a Maker Keeper, which is good for Martel here.
Grab two prepares, maybe. One, Dread the Darkness.
Would you grab a Prepare over a Maker Keeper?
I would
You
in this
would?
situation. Yep, in this situation, yes.
Okay. Just to have the extra access and
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's fair. What do you think about Paracompass or Southern Elders in this case?
I hate Paracompass to the life of me. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Why?
I despise it because it's like so conditional and yeah, unless you have that condition met, it's pretty subpar in my opinion.
That's fair.
But aside from that, I love Southern Elves. Oh wow. Let's go for that.
It's
Now
gonna
his chances
be
are pretty low. Yeah.
Tread in Darkness. Tread in
His
Darkness for
chances of
Fade.
getting his overthrow next round is pretty low, but he might land that new 7 coster out there along with fighters
Yep.
if he's aiming for it.
On the
It's gonna be
bounce,
rough. Like 2 daggers.
On the bounce picks up their objective point for completing their mouse symbols, and we're on to round two. Round two is Spice Freighters. Spice Freighters early is interesting. That could shake things up, especially if you're going for a worm strategy. You could get cut off here. Somebody wins this who's not the worm player.
Okay, so he has approximately 60 to 70% chance of hitting this if he goes to research station and then next action he goes accept contracts for fade.
Yep.
That's his only chance. That's the only way. And if he does research station, I would absolutely block accept contract or assembly hall if I
Yep.
wanted.
Yep. I mean, that seemed like what he was setting up for, right? So eyeing up that overthrow.
Yep.
We'll see what he chooses here, but he could do it.
In
He
my
could, you know what? He
opinion,
could do it assembly hall first, just to guarantee that he hits it.
I don't
But
think he has the confidence though.
oh no, he's gonna go Arakeen instead. Interesting. I guess we were both
Oh,
wrong. All right, picks up a desert
damn.
planet. Maybe setting up for round three for that, but it might not be there round three.
Yeah.
Josh might,
Yeah.
Margot, excuse me. I'll try to use their character names and not their player names. That gets a little confusing for people out there. I apologize for that. Margot might be able to grab that this round.
Mm.
It is unsure.
What did Margot buy first or Josh buy first round? He
It was a
bought
maker keeper. Maker keeper.
okay.
Yep.
He has a slim chance of hitting it. Just briefly, how many discard cards in his discard pile?
He's got 4.
Okay, so it's also 1 and 4.
I mean, I think you do that, right? Don't you just
Yep,
go accept contract
yep,
here?
yep, absolutely. 1 and 4. Here we go.
Does not hit.
Hmm.
Could potentially get another one if he. Oh no, he doesn't have another blue symbol, so that's not going to work. That's fine. Takes deliver supplies. Reveals a harvest. Okay. Staban. This you had to assume this is why Staban was picking up early spice and doesn't want to return to spice right away, is because they really wanted to go to espionage and get their first
Mhm.
spy on the Bene Gesserit. This is a pretty common play to keep people, basically bully them out of extra spy access, right? Especially if you ended up picking up Bene Gesserit operative, which Staban did. So lots of spies for Staban. It's exactly what they want to do.
Looks like everyone's gonna miss this round.
Yep. And Black Shadow will be happy because he's trashing a dagger, not a Dune. So there you
Hmm.
go. Now it's going to be round 3 or 4 before anyone else is able to hit up Siege Tabor besides Irulan. So they're going to have to be a little careful here. If there's some wall-less combats, Irulan might be able to get a bunch of extra resources that they would not like them to have.
I think he just hit deliver supplies and call it. He's got this either way. Yeah, doesn't need to fight this. No,
No, he
you
doesn't.
don't need to. You have a. Oh my god. He has a spy, man. You have a spy and 2 daggers. You can't lose this.
Yep.
If you kept the water, if you kept this water, you could have definitely made some big moves next round. Alas, alas.
Looking good for Josh here, or for Margot. It's the 3 Solari from the contract and is going to be ready for Swordmaster, probably first. Picking these combats very carefully because this is a good combat to win, but you don't have the match. Then do you really want to go into it, especially with a bunch of people already committed? So I like the choice here by Margot to stay. Assembly Hall for Staban and spy over on the the Swordmaster location. The land's red. All right, looks like Fade's going to take this one down. Not much else to challenge. There's no way they're going to challenge. OnTheBounce did find a contingency plan, which is nice. The 6 Persuasion by MartelBYM picks up Southern Elders and to prepare the way.
Yeah.
There we
If
go.
he just went to deliver supplies, Tall would have been in position for that overthrow acquisition, but yeah, he's out of the loop now, I think.
I think he should have
Although,
gone for it. Even if he missed, there's a Long Live the Fighters, which is nice.
yeah,
You know,
so too.
there's a
Oh
public
my god,
spectacle too.
he top decked it anyway.
Oh wow,
He top decked it.
wow, that's great.
Yeah. I stand corrected.
Better lucky than good. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
holy
happens.
crap. What's his Fade's next level on the track? Is it a spy or a
It's the
trash?
trash. It's the trash.
It's the trash. Okay,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, it's not great. So what? Signet Ring here to Arakeen, denying Margot, just to keep cycling through your deck and making sure
I
that
would
you're able to
actually,
hit.
I would actually go to accept contracts, and if I land the dagger, then that's what I trash. Or if I don't land the dagger, I can go to assembly hall and just get rid of the Dune.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah, because you want to be able to trash something, right?
Yep. Well, you don't want to trash below 8, right?
Yeah, so that's why I use the Dune to accept contracts, and then you can go to uh, the assembly hall with the
With this
thing.
with the sword. Yeah, with the ring. I see. He's gonna do it this way. He's gonna go to Siege right away.
Well, um,
That's interesting. It's interesting. Why?
well,
Wow. Okay. I mean, I think that this is an okay play too. Just get your worms. It's not a match for him, but what's he trashing then? I mean, he's basically trashing his way out of this overthrow, and that could come back and bite him in the butt here.
yeah, this is a huge give up. I mean,
It's interesting.
what are you doing, dude?
Let's take a look at some of the other hands, though. We've got a pretty decent hand for Margot, some good Bene Gesserit and Fremen synergies
Yeah,
with the Southern Elders, Maker Keeper, and their ring in hand, so lots of options. Um, Staban with
I
the
think
double daggers, so but no troops.
just depends on what Josh really wants. Is he aiming for the? Yeah, I think I'd go for Signet into Eric King. Yeah,
Oh yeah, for
and then
sure.
assembly hall. Yeah, you got 5 persuasion right there. Double draw. Yeah, he's got a good chance of it. This is. I think Toll made a big mistake earlier. I'm sorry to say that again, but yeah, that was a big mistake in my opinion.
I guess he's not really interested in overthrow, which is interesting. Is
Yeah,
interesting. Two, three,
yeah,
four,
Josh.
five, 6, 7, 8. That'll do it.
Yeah, he definitely beats him to the punch. Not even interesting combat, dude. Wow, nice. I think he was just too happy he forgot to deploy his troops, honestly.
It's very lucky play for Lady Margot. Very lucky in the sense that it fell their way. I'm going to throw some
Yeah.
troops in here. Could win this combat as well, and that'll be a big windfall. Staban to High Council first. Interesting. 2, 4,
Also has it. Yeah.
5, 6. Also has it. Yeah. So that's gotta be
Overthrow.
that's crazy. That's gonna be a big like tell then for Martel if he's gonna reveal early or not.
Yep.
So I think Staban's gonna reveal early.
Unless Josh does. Or Green. Yeah.
Ooh, it's tricky. There is also a public spectacle in the row, which is good for both of those players. So we'll see. I mean, it's great for Staban.
Yeah.
Here's a worm from Fade. Fade repping 6 persuasion and 1 dagger in hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna give that up, just put them all in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big decision here.
I'd open reveal. Yeah. Yep. I agree with this. You see the signs from
Yep.
him. Yep.
It's not an easy play to make sometimes. You're like really kind of thinking, well, do I have more time? But he correctly guessed that there's a BGO in hand, and on the bounce says sad. He is definitely sad for not getting that. He was going to reveal for sure.
Why does he need to open?
I actually don't think he did. Well, does he even need a
You
reveal
can.
now? 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5, 6.
I don't think so.
He's going to get a Long Live the Fighters? Oh, no, he's going to grab Public Spectacle and a Starter Card Coordination. Both great cards. Revealing Guild Envoy. We also have an Unswerving in the row now, and a Double Agent was from a little while ago, but nobody's super interested in that. We see Deep
And
Desert.
here comes Irulan with a bunch of spice and
Yeah.
everything under the sun.
Yeah. This is going to be probably even this intrigue is going to be played here. Mercenaries, just to guarantee it. Oh, no, she can throw 2 more guys in. She doesn't actually have to do this. Well, yeah, I guess you might as well. Finding a Call to Arms. Yeah, well, that sucks. Call to Arms, one of the, in my opinion, the bottom 2 intrigues in the game.
Cheap Heretic, you remember he has that. There you go. There you go. That's the right move. Never cheap out on Fade.
Yeah, you can never quite be sure where Fade's going to stand. He could have extra daggers in hand plus his recalled spy, for sure. All right. Reveal for Fade.
I like Margot's position here. He's got this dynamic of hybrid. Like he can go tracks or he can go combat either direction. So he can pretty much flip the switch and just go whichever the wind blows.
I agree. Also, they have the most water, and I think early on, if you control the water, you have a great shot of just dictating combat. So I think that's really good. Yeah, the grabs have been good for Margot so far.
Yep. It's a good move by Heretic as well, pushing him out because now Josh doesn't get the Swordmaster as easily or
Yep.
Green. Yeah.
Yep. Tall's deciding whether he's going to buy anything. I don't think they have any way to like combo with Guild Envoy right now.
No.
Can't afford Long Live. You could get a Double Agent or Paracompass. I don't know if any of those are that exciting to me. Maybe a Double Agent, probably not.
Yeah. I think this will be the sad decline of Fade, unfortunately, because as you know, the strength of cards is very important, and yeah, he's stuck between 2 other players with great cards or great resources. So yeah.
Oh wow. All right, we picks up 2 Spacing Guild cards here, so that's cool. Got the Guild Envoy and gets the Double Agent, so this could combo together, but it is like a 1 in however many 13.
It's two. Nice.
Prepare the
So money
way.
wins.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got this. He's got a lot of troops.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of
So
two troops. That's kind of cool.
the reason I say this is gonna be rough for Toll is because he's not got a lot of access, so he's got to go combat now, right? So he has two access cards, and that's pretty much it. But outside of that, he's gonna have to do combat against a well supplied heretic. So
That's true, though he does get to Swordmaster first, looks like, which is a nice bonus. Pushing out Josh from that combat was really good, as you said, so
yeah,
it was a smart move. Some good plays here. Some good plays here. The nuances are hard to follow, but obviously we'll do our best. Margot grabbing us a ton of spice, just sitting at the Imperial base, and that seems good. Margot also picked up a Spring the Trap. I'm sure that will come in handy. This is one of the best one of the best leaders to make use of Spring the Trap.
heretic could
And
have a pretty big round this round. It'd be massive for him.
definitely could. The combat is Test of Loyalty, round 4. By the way, it's the first Thopter combat. And a little bit of money, get people up to their Swordmaster and all that good stuff. We have not had any wall combats yet. I have seen that favor the worm players.
As heretic can accept contracts for this water, the double water, and then he can highline, and then if he's lucky with his draw, he could potentially also have a spiceless flow. Yeah. Okay. So that
Oh
instead.
no, yeah. Refinery. Refinery water's good too.
Yeah. That double draw on that water. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doubled up, of course, with both the double draw, the refinery. He's also got the acquire, which is going to come in handy later. That's like one of the easier ones to complete, I think, in the game. Eventually, you're going to get a Spice Mist Flow. Espionage for Fade. Gonna draw, see what they get. Need to help their hand. Signet Ring's pretty good. Signet Ring's pretty good. Is it gonna start to camp the Spacing Guild? Interesting choice. Margot is finally going to get into Siege Tabor next round, or maybe next round. They have, actually they will since they have spies there. Picks up a Southern Elders off the draw. Not super exciting, but is looking to maybe pick up that Deep Desert. Fade is going to give them a run for their money there. Spawn grabs Calculus, or plays Calculus, gets a first bump with, gets a friendship with the Bene Gesserit. Trashes a dagger. And is good.
Curious as the direction that heretic takes here.
He's going to complete his contracts for sure, yeah. Seems good. If he can get the Long Live the Fighters here. Oh, one away. One away. That's unfortunate. Man, Long Live the Fighters off of this would have been sweet.
Yeah.
Fade for Swordmaster, which has been foreseen, and then Reveal for Margot. Here's the water. Couple things. Yep. What do they got here? There's a covert ops in the row. Could be good. I like Thumper. Thumper's good. Long of the Fighters seems probably closer to what they want, though.
Yeah. Did you just pass him? What?
No. Really? No Long with the Fighters. Okay. That's interesting. How many cards are in their deck? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keeping their deck thin. All right.
It's an interesting choice by Jock.
Yeah.
Because that can really chop down all your cards anyway, right?
Yeah, it draws through your deck pretty fast. So I'm a little surprised about that. Also, given that there's already Fremen synergy in the deck. Nevertheless, on the bounce, got it. HereticD's going to pick up Covert Ops. And Fade is going... Ooh. Deep Desert? Deep Desert seems... No, just Haga Basin. Doesn't need a Deep Desert here. Has the benefit of having the extra the spies to pull.
Yeah. Pretty interesting decision this round. I did not predict any of these.
Sorry, Lenny, got some feedback again.
Oh, again? Sorry about that.
As he gets his stuff sorted out, we see a reveal from Fade. Gets the other Bene Gesserit operative. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Always a nice card. Okay. I can definitely hear you. There's some staticky something in the background. If you have like a fan going on, that's probably what it is.
Nope, no fan. Don't know what's going on.
Weird. All right, well, we're on to combat. Combat is going to resolve. Is it? Is it going to resolve? On the bounce, thinking about playing Devour. No, sorry, not Devour. Weirding combat. Or contingency plan. They're going to pass. But it gave away a little bit of information by the pause. And Taut will take it down. All right, Lanny's going to switch over to a different headset, and we will be back with him in just a moment. So everyone's getting their rewards. Friendship with the Emperor for Tall. That is Fade. Spy at Arakeen. Denying Margot. And we're on to round number 5. Excuse me. And it is Secure Imperial Basin. First world combat makes sense. We've had not world combat so far. So we'll see if anybody is going to try to break that wall. Right now we have 2 wolves and 2 sheep, so interesting. What I mean by that is, of course, there's a now somewhat infamous video by Cheesable about being a super aggressive worm player, or kind of hanging back and getting Spice Must Flows. Long Live the Fighters showed up right away for On the Bounce, which is pretty nice for them. Ended up trashing their Sardaukar, sorry, discarding their Sardaukar Legion, trashing their dagger. Oops. For some reason that never works for me. And then a Prepare the Way for Swordmaster. So unfortunately, Margot is going to be 3rd or 4th to get Swordmaster. Someone is going to be perhaps locked out of Swordmaster this game. And it might actually be Margot, because Staban has the spy there. Very, very important spy.
Hey, can you hear me just in case?
Yes, you're good.
Is this better?
Much better, thank you.
Sorry about that.
That is okay. It happens. All right, so you didn't miss too much, though. the Long Live the Fighters, which we just talked about, came back up for On the Bounce, which is nice for them, and not so good for everyone else at the table. But yeah, we got Fade playing his Guild Envoy. That didn't find another guild card, so it's just gonna discard a card and draw, and not draw two. Which is
Yeah,
sort
I
of
found that
unfortunate.
decision last round from Josh or Margot a little bit odd. I mean, even if he didn't want to get it, I think he should have manipulated it out of the row at the very least.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, as he does have the manipulate. All right, Guild Envoy heads over to Desert Tactics. Is he gonna throw in here? He's gonna have to discard something. Discards the double. Wait, where did you get the? Oh, he pulled the spy. Lucky. All right, pull the spy. Grab the double agent, and now we'll draw two cards. So that's very good. Must have known it was his last card. Diplo
That's a good
and
draw.
Prepare the Way. Looks great. Three troops in. Seems wise. Overthrow. Oh, wow. Up to Sardaukar. Grabs a
He wants
fine
this
weakness. Yeah. Well, he definitely is going to be able to get this combat. Swordmaster for Staban, and it is indeed going to be Margot last to Swordmaster, but they will get it next round. It's not necessarily the worst thing, because it looks like Josh was, or Margot was ready to go to Privilege first. That seems to be their next play, is Privilege, to get those extra actions and go later in turn order. Which would be kind of perfect, actually, because then they'd have just enough for Swordmaster next round and no one can block them. And if Fade doesn't do that, if Fade doesn't head over to Imperial Privilege, then we'll probably see Josh do it. We'll see Lady Margot do it.
I think more likely he's gonna go from kit with this. I think that's the better play.
Fade to Frem Kit? Yeah, Fade to Frem Kit. Oh, secrets. Okay, that makes sense too.
Okay.
Well,
He gets. Oh well.
Gets paid.
How does he keep doing that? How does he keep doing that? Holy moly.
Yeah, pretty lucky. Yep.
See, the reason why I said Fremkit's probably the better idea is because he can get his Spice Plus flow more easily, right? Because he has his last action to go for. But
that's a good point. Yep. I mean,
but I guess being lucky also helps.
Margot finds out change allegiances. Wow, lots of great cards coming out. Gonna see how this is going. This is going to be a little bit of a fireworks ending here. Some hearts are going to be broken. Space-time folding finds a desert power. Can't use that yet. Rather, can't use the water reveal get a worm part yet.
Yep. So Fade can go to accept contracts, but there's a chance he might draw into his dagger, which is why I think Fremkit was the better play.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now he's not going to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Now he's not going to be able to get the Spice Must Flow if he plays. Or how many? Let me see. Both daggers are in there. Actually, he's guaranteed Spice Must Flow if he just hits accept contract. Right?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Pretty close game, this one. A lot different than the Muad'Dib games I've seen lately, but we've got Fade on 5, Margot on 3, Staban on 3, and Irulan on 4. So just looking at the board, I think Irulan's looking really good. They're lurking in 2 spots. They're lurking in a friendship for the Emperor and spacing. They got to do some work in BG, but they'll get there. Yep. So hit Spice Must Flow for Fade. That's quite good. He's going to choose Wetliner contract. Reveals Arakeen Spy contract. Love that one.
Is Josh gonna pull the trigger on research station? It's the only way you're gonna guarantee it, I feel, without spending
Yep.
intrigues.
Yep.
I think his main consideration is how screwed is his next hand.
That's a really good point. What's he got in here? You got 6 search. It's not too bad. If he draws, it's not too bad.
He does get a triple draw, so it's one of the main things.
Yep.
More. There you go.
That's
Oh,
actually quite
beautiful.
good. Yeah, that's a really good pull for him.
He's got his Diplo and his Elders for next round.
Yep.
Although I think he would have preferred the Spiceless Flow.
True. Yeah, I guess you're right here. Yeah, he's sitting on 8. It's too bad. Okay, 1 troop. He's gonna throw in the extra troop. Is that worth it? I don't think so. You got to assume that green is just loaded up with daggers at this point.
I think his main consideration is to try and cut off the triple water for red.
Okay.
That was his main consideration, but I guess he backs out because he's assuming he has at least 1 dagger in hand, which he does.
Yep. Dagger, Spice Must Flow. Fade to 6. Currently leading the pack, but it is close. Margot's going to get this combat, which is a great one for them. OnTheBounce and Martel are going to kind of like go tag team here, one on one combat, one on the other. Looks like, or maybe OnTheBounce is kind of out. I don't know. Maybe he's not going to combat. Tall's going to pass. Josh is going to get it for cheap. He's going to keep his intrigues, not have to expend his best intrigues. 2 of the best combat intrigues in the game. Of course, he could only play 1 of those, and everyone gets kind of paid this time. All right, we're moving on to round number 6. Trade dispute. Not behind a wall, so we have our 2 worm players are going to be champing at the bit to get in that. There's also a mouse combat, so no one's got any mice. Everyone is out of their mice. In fact, there are very few combat tags going around.
I think we might see Green or Josh go for espionage, trying to look for his ring or his green.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely
needs it this round.
definitely needs it. Yep. He's got to be like pretty much guaranteed to hit it, right? Because he reshuffled and he didn't draw it last time, didn't he? So, he's got 7 cards. Ooh, I don't know. It's a tough one.
Overthrow, recon, Dune. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could get in his way.
Maybe, yeah, man, not having the green is pretty rough here. In any case, Fade is deciding what they're doing. They have no spice, but they're sitting on the water highliner contract. Maybe you're going to try to build back up, but or get secrets. That also is a good thing. And they're cutting off yellow because, yellow would have to now go to secrets and pull their spy, which is kind of advantageous. A little lame for them to have to do that. Tactical option was to pick up for the intrigues. Whoops. Whoop.
Espionage. Doesn't draw it.
Does not draw it. Nope. So what's his choice here? Combat? Seems like combat is his only option.
I'd probably go to Air Keen and hope for a Spiceless Flow.
Yeah.
Or Siege Taper. I'd probably go Siege just for the water.
Decides to put it on Emperor. I'm not sure about that. Maybe he's thinking next round with Overthrow. I guess that must be what he's thinking. Erikine goes to Staban, and they will end up drawing into Bene Gesserit Operative.
That's good.
Deep Desert for Irulan. That's looking pretty scary. The only like silver lining here is that it's just a bunch of trashing and a bunch of water. It's not points yet. So maybe the table's okay with them having this, though I can't see them being completely okay with it. It's interesting. Okay, we got the Spacing Guild combo again. So Guild Envoy into Double Agent, most likely. Also with Tread in Darkness in hand. Draws a Prepare, tosses the Double Agent, draws 2 more cards. He's got quite a lot here. You can be able to get another Spice Must Flow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's at 7.
8 if he wants to be.
8 if he wants.
Stand corrected. He could go deliver supplies, pull off that spy, get a Spiceless Flow. He could actually end it.
Yep. Sitting at 7. Yeah, sure can.
I stand corrected. Toll's doing great.
He's going to have to draw particularly well here, but I mean, he's got open access to research if he needs to.
Yeah, I think for me, I'd probably go for the
Deliver supplies?
Mentat first.
Oh, Mentat. Yep.
Yeah, he could potentially end it this round.
Wow, it'd be a very quick game. A round 6 win could be amazing. I haven't seen that in a while. Oh, reveal action 2 for Irulan. Just to put some spies down. Yeah, she's just completely cut off. Wow, there's so many spies on the board. Well, they'll get a combat for their troubles.
Yeah, so this was a nice setup by Toll. He had that spy over at Mentat, so he now gets a double draw.
Yep.
Very good setup.
Smart play.
Yeah, you might just
Yeah.
here. Probably toss out the tactical option, see if there's something else that might help you.
Oh, finds this. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's a discard to his intrigue, though.
I think that's fine, yeah, because
Yeah.
you can toss it away for that.
Okay, tosses out the tactical option and finds Shaddam's favor. It's not amazing, but he does get to put another spy down. I'm sorry, get a troop, right? Last one's a troop and a spy. Yep. Heavy spy game.
Got to recall an agent.
Reveal from Margot. Buys nothing. Gets a water.
Chasing him down, correctly so.
Yep.
I think you're right though, CJ. Research station's probably the best bet here.
Yeah, I think he's got a triple draw there, so I think we're likely going to see that. I don't think the game's going to end this round, but it could have.
I'd actually toss out the Spiceless Flow first to see what kind of intrigue I get for the Benny bump. That might actually impact whether you can win or not.
That's a good point.
It's 1 Solari, right? If he gets that 1 Solari for a spacing bump, that's also game over.
Yep, good point. Good point. We have not seen that card yet. All right, action is on fade. The one potential end of the game could be right here if he top decks the right intrigue. So we'll see if he finds the line with Siege Ritual and discarding Spice Must Flow. Looks like he's going to take the safe route and draw first. Convincing.
He's got it.
and guild double agent, excuse me. And it is definitely going to get him up to 9.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, might as
Best
well.
of luck to you, Tall. I'd actually have kept that spice with slow because he already has 9 or above. Get that spice on reveal.
Oh, he finds go to ground. Not going to be super helpful. I mean, he has 2 spies on the board. If he wants another one, he can get one. But the one thing I'm thinking about is that Staban is sitting on a public spectacle in their next hand. And could very well just take that alliance away. So this could get a little bit messy here.
Yep.
Fade goes to 9.
Goes.
Pretty amazing showing so far.
As you say, I think this was the round to do it. Unfortunately, I think the bond's gonna spoil him.
Yep. I mean, he's kind of got to. Someone's got to police the table. No one's policing Fade right now. He's kind of getting out of control. All right, keeping red down a little bit more. Fatal pass. Oh no, he's not. He's gonna go to ground.
Put it on research station again.
Yep. Oh no, he wants to have Imperial privilege. That works too. That works.
Does he have the bumps for that though, or the Solari?
If he draws an access card, he can go to where could he go? He could go to the Emperor and then play his Shaddam's favor, get it, and then do it. But he wouldn't be able to try get another intrigue. So maybe not.
Yeah, I think research station would have probably been better, especially since there's 2 players with water out there.
Yep. Research station, contract, and harvest go to HereticD as Irulan, and the table's kind of stagnant now. I think it's now or never. It's now or never. Can't forget that Margot's still holding this change allegiances in hand, and has their overthrow.
Yeah, a very bad round for Fade.
Yes, it will be. Margot could take away this Fremen alliance. Staban could take away this Bene Gesserit alliance. Oh, things are just going to fall apart here. This is a terrible hand for Fade. They had to go for it last round, didn't they? This is awful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He did swing for the fences, but unfortunately, just didn't align for him.
And the best thing he can do here is secrets. Maybe he goes Arakeen. You know what? Secrets would be the best play here. It would deny a steal, but reconnaissance to Arakeen looks really tempting as well. Looks really tempting.
I mean, if I were him, I'd just hit research station, to be honest. First thing.
Yeah, that's a good option. I mean, he put the spy on Arakeen, so he looked like he was like eyeing that up, right? Our conflict. I forgot to mention the conflict. Our first level 3 is the battle for the Imperial Basin. It is a Thopter conflict, so that is great for Fade. But the wall is still up. It's also great for Irulan, who has 6 spice. Oh, he's gonna get the spice here. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. I'm not sure. All right.
I don't follow it either.
I mean, maybe he's trying to block someone going for below the wall like Haga, but I mean, 4 spice is fine. You got to get spice somehow.
He shouldn't be the one doing that, though, right?
No, I don't think so. I think this is going to start collapsing for Fade. We're going to see some drama in round 7.
Yep. it's going to be 2 points gone easily.
Would love to know what they're talking about in chat. But yeah, this I could see here overthrow to Fremen. And then change allegiances. Well, maybe get the spice first, actually. I might just get the spice first if I was doing that. Go Imperial Basin, go collect 4 spice, go up to 5, have an out for Highliner in case you needed it. That seems pretty good.
Well, optionally, he can go down on one of the other tracks, go up on Benny, get 2 spice from that, and then pay 3 spice and steal anyway.
Oh, true. Yep. No, that's a good point.
Yeah. I think that's what Josh is considering at this moment.
It gets a little tricky when you start going down, up, getting things, and yeah, but Josh is very good at calculating these lines. I think he's definitely thinking this is a very important turn for him, so he's going to take his time. Oh man, what do you think about this game so far? I mean, this has been it's been tight, and then suddenly Faye just jumped ahead. But
I think Heretic might benefit greatly off of this.
Oh no, I don't know about this. He's going to overthrow there. Oh, he's going to go down. Wait, what?
Down, up, and then pay 3 spice.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Down to there instead. Okay.
Pay 3 spice for another.
Yeah.
Now that cuts Staban as well.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Oh, I think it would have been slightly better if they together did that, but I guess that they're not. There is no collusion. They're not table talking it too much.
Yeah.
OnTheBounce was in my group. Did not so much table talk, but a very good player. Kind of crushed us.
I think Heretic might be the beneficiary of this round greatly.
Oh my. I think you kind of give up going up there. Yeah, I'd go like Fremen or spacing here and try to get like the other one. Go spacing, you could have a shot at getting the spacing alliance. Instead of going up Bene Gesserit and trying to ruin everyone's day.
So I think Heretic might go crash under the Siege Tabor into Deep Desert, or he might go deliver supplies first.
Siege, then Deep, and then Highline? Or
I don't
not?
think it's even necessary. Everybody's out of resources.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know. Margot doesn't. Margot's got lots of water. She's not interested in this right now, but yeah. No worms. Oh, she has worms. That is a consideration maybe if you're Heretic, but all right, he's gonna go Fremen instead. I like this choice of not chasing with BG because that could totally backfire on you. All right. 6 points.
Go for the research station play.
Let's see what Irulan's gonna do here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 persuasion right now. Research station looks nice.
Research station, he can also complete his Voice and Slow contract potentially.
Yep.
And then he also gets a bump off of Emperor if he uses that last action for Emperor.
I like that. I like that play.
Yep.
He's got to get a move on these tracks, though, right? I mean, he's sitting kind of low. I mean, you know what he could do is, I think you're right, though. He research stations, then does shipping to get.
He gets so much, right?
Yeah.
He gets 2 Solari, a spy, and potentially much else.
Yep. If he goes up with Emperor. Oh, he's going to blow the wall? Yeah. Did you think he was going to blow the wall here?
That was the other option. But now Josh is probably going to intercept.
Yeah. I think he was waiting for that.
And the counter to that is probably Heretic going to Arakeen, hoping to get that spy over Deep Desert. From his contract.
This is pretty fragile for a lot of players here, even though they're starting to like fill out the different tracks. I don't think that any of them are really, maybe except for Bene Gesserit, about to be completed. The Fremen, you never know. Like, no one's gone Fremen for a while here. Someone could make a push here. Blue can make a push. See, Irulan decides if they want to do something like that as well, but they've got a lot of things to think about.
I don't know what Red does in this position. He's just so boned.
Yeah. He could research. I think he researched station first just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, but he could potentially draw something he needs to.
I could Arakeen if he's thinking that there's not going to be that much of conflict here. I mean, if he wins the conflict, he wins the game. So that's not terrible. It's not terrible. 6 persuasion. Yeah. Worms. This is going in. We knew this was happening. We knew Margot was going in.
Yeah.
They don't have any spice to cash in for this one, which is unfortunate, but it will be 2 points.
And he has a lot of combat potential too.
A lot of combat potential, yep. Just gotta hope that Fade had a really bad hand, which he did, turns out.
The Heretic just licks his wounds and goes research station.
Yep. I mean, he could try to throw in here. It's not awful.
Yeah, but he knows Josh isn't going to end it, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see...
I think Research Station is the right play as well. It draws you, well, only 2 cards, as he doesn't have a friendship with the BG, but it gets you an extra spine, extra 2 Solari for what that's worth. Could potentially hit up the Imperial Privilege this round if he wanted to, but I'll probably save it for next round. The other option is to get more spice. You could go, oh, never mind.
He does want to hit Research Station because he has Desert Power.
Yeah, because he has Desert Power, yeah. Yeah, good call.
I don't know where it is, but he might... Yeah, he's probably looking to see if he has Desert Power.
It is in the discard pile, so he's not going to hit it if he draws. Yeah, but he gets closer to it next round. I don't know. It's a tough one. Is there an argument to go Emperor here and just not bother with this combat? Just get your point?
I think Emperor is probably the last spot to go to.
Last one?
Yeah.
I was thinking that if he does do that, then he could actually get the privilege this next round. But yeah, maybe he doesn't need it. Is this shipping? This has to be, or accept contract. Oh, it's shipping.
He wants to get the other research station.
All right. Now it has 7 persuasion, which is nothing to scoff at either. He's got oh wow, oh, and his buy access, which is about the best thing you could hit. Holy moly! Suddenly,
things are not the way they used to be.
The eggs have turned around. And now I think Irulan's back in it. Although what they're going to do with their last action, it's beyond me.
I'd probably go to
Just research.
Mentat and hope to land a Dune card so I can go back.
Oh, he can't yet. Oh, no, he can now. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, good
And then you
call.
can do by access on top of that as well.
Yep. If he gets a Dune card, yeah, he can just go back to shipping. All right, Siege for Fade. Plays Shaddam's favor. Just gets the troop. Gonna throw that in too. Oh, I'm sorry, not Siege. Did he...
Research.
Oh, he research stationed. Yeah, I'm sorry. My colors are hard.
Josh is still fine. He's got tons of swords.
Yeah. It's gonna cost him, but he'll be happy with the results, I think. Is he at 8? Yeah, Fate is at 8. Persuasion didn't hit. Yep.
Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Those Dern Spice must flows.
Well, good for Staban. He gets his spacing bump there.
It's very needed. Yes, Staban's now like doing fine. Gets the point here. Up to 7 points. He's clawing his way back. Yeah, he gets the Spice Must Flow. He's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Has his Chome Profits, which I imagine is not going to work. Not gonna do anything for him this round. This game, excuse me. Questionable methods could be useful, however, but you know, if he's gonna give up the Bene Gesserit, he can easily sack that. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, I think Heretic should go Mentat.
Yeah.
A lot of things could happen for him this round.
No, he's not going to. He's gonna pick up another contract. He loves these contracts. He's got 3 completed and 5 on deck. Reveal for 2 spice and 8 persuasion for Tall. He's so close. So close. Now, obviously, this would win the game for him if he had any intrigues to threaten, but he does not. So he's an open book for Margot. And she won't have to play Spring the Trap.
I think this leaves Heretic in the best position after this round.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely going to be catching up with by access for sure.
Because Josh is not going to have resources after winning this fight, and he's going to have secondary resources.
Yep.
And he's going to have plenty of bumps as well. Plenty of bumps.
Tall's gonna have a ton of spice too. So, and he's got access to Highliner, so that could be a problem for everybody else. All right, here's by access. Points. Very clever. Only has 6. Yep.
Deep Desert. You have the wall broken, Deep Desert.
Oh. He's going to go to Bene Gesserit. Any reason for that? Just to get that extra friendship. I mean, it is a point. It's a point on the table. But, yeah. He is to play Spring the Trap. Why is he doing that? Why Spring the Trap?
Because the other would only put him at a tie, I think.
Oh, would it? Oh, after... Oh, because he pulled with the spy. Yeah, I see that. Yep. Good call.
Yeah, I think this puts Heretic in a really good spot. Troops in garrison. Spice, Solari.
Yep, we are into round number 8. Round number 8 is Battle for Arakeen. It is the dagger conflict. No one's got any daggers, but it's points.
Perfect. Perfect for Heretic.
Yeah, it's very good for
Highline's right into
Heretic.
this.
Wow, his hand's pretty good too. Hand's very good.
Yep. Deep Desert in the next action. Yeah, it's done.
He's the only one with access, so yep.
Yep. That's all she wrote.
Now, Margo's gonna be thinking here. They have their. I told them to go back, go AFK for a second. They have their overthrow, as well as their elders. I picked up a desert mouse a little while ago, which doesn't help in this situation all that much, but you know. If they can they overthrow anywhere meaningful? They could, right? They could steal another alliance from Red. They could force Red to like block Fremen.
I think the problem is he recognizes that Heretic is gonna win the game.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna go for combat.
Could he steal from Heretic? I don't. Maybe not.
I don't know if he even uses overthrow. I think he might use it for daggers.
Hmm.
Because this is the winner takes all scenario, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Does that give time for any other players to catch back up? I guess is my question.
Means the Bond can do some dirty stuff right now.
Yep. Unexpected allies could be pretty nice. No one's hit Highliner yet. Gotta imagine that that's what Irulan's doing. Hit Highliner, hit Deep Desert. GG. No one can block Deep Desert.
Yep.
What does Staban do here? There's Bene Gesserit options.
I think you would want to keep the Bene Gesserit operative in your hand because you want that special flow.
Yeah, it definitely wants that.
Probably long live. Yeah, I agree with that.
Long live the Fremen?
Yep.
Okay.
See what options you get. Because you want to land your spectacle, right? And that gives you
Yep.
the highest opportunity.
Yep.
I agree with this.
Do you draw first or second?
I think he has to draw now because his discard is his draw pile is empty.
Oh, you're right. You're right. And it says a look at the top cards of your deck, right? Is that how it's worded? Oh, yeah. If your deck has that many cards. Oh, he's going to BG first. Interesting. Draws, finds his ring. Okay. He's going to move a spy. Where do you put it? Siege. Siege beat. Okay. And then move the other one. Okay. That makes some sense. Yeah.
He's gonna try and steal Josh's alliance.
Yep.
Josh is gonna protect though, and it's gonna hand the game to Heretic.
Oof.
Heretic has no reason not to highline here, so he has to highline.
Yep.
Yep, I agree with this. Draw 2.
Well, he's not going to get a Spice Must Flow, unfortunately, but he'll win this combat, most likely. What is it, 12?
Then
14.
The 2 worms.
Yep, 2 worms to 24. No, 20 to 20. Right. Plus the 1 extra troop. 22. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just splitting. It's splitting Margot's resources, and it's going to benefit Heretic here, for sure.
Then Heretic could just smash up. Actually, he might just go Haga into research instead.
Okay, try to hit the Spice Must Flow as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be a little greedy.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. There's a lot of not much that Margot can do here to stop this.
Yep. It's kind of being king made here.
Does Tall have any outs here? Does Fade have a way through? I see a point with you can highline here. You can try to contest.
I
Probably,
think he knows he doesn't have it. He has no combat cards. He has no deep desert potential.
Yep.
He knows he's out.
Well, he gets a point just for highlining, so you might as well, right?
Yeah.
Draws 2. Maybe sees something useful.
Well, he does get 2 water, so research station is on the table.
He's not throwing in? What?
Think
That
he
was a
just-
mistake. I think
Yep.
he's yeah, I think he's yeah, that shouldn't have happened.
Yep.
He thinks that the game's gonna go an extra round.
No, I think he just got tilted. Forgot.
You think he got tilted? Okay.
It's understandable.
Yep. He's like,
Like even at the
oh,
very
I
least,
forgot
you
to
would have
throw
chucked in
guys
1 or 2. If there's another round, you'd at least chuck in 1 or 2, right?
Yep.
I think Heretic goes for the research station because he's almost guaranteed his desert power. I think.
Yeah, this is another situation where you missed your action. Everyone has to agree on it, and Heretic can just say no. Got to be careful. Finish your turn. Don't get tilted. Yeah. Hey, we've all been there.
Is that what's going on right now?
They're deciding whether they're allowing Tall to retroactively. Uh-oh. What the heck happened? Well, I apparently got discarded or disconnected from Discord, which is wonderful. But I will continue on in just a moment. We'll get back into chat with Lenny in just a moment. But yeah, so we're seeing Staban. There we go. What the heck happened? That was weird.
I'll be right back, CJ.
Oh, no problem. All right. Well, we're back with Lenny, but Lenny has to go take care of something. So we're last couple actions of the last round. Signet Ring to Siege gets worm access. I don't know how much that's going to do, but it is a thing. Absolutely does not need to do that because he's at unexpected allies, but maybe he wants the water and the troop. Sure. Finds opportunism. That's a big deal here. That's a big deal. And what we missed a moment ago, and I'm sorry for that, is because I was dealing with the disconnect, is that Josh, that is Margot, decided to block by going to secrets and prevent that steal, but now Opportunism was the draw from Staban, and Staban could just go down. That's just a straight up point for Staban. That puts them to 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have another Spice Must Flow. That puts them to 10. I think OnTheBounce is going to get to 10 and might win on Spice tiebreakers here. This is actually kind of unbelievable. The Opportunism pull was massive. Massive. And with Irulan not being able to pick up another Spice Must Flow, they're gonna, or a single Spice Must Flow, they're gonna be a little sad that they're gonna end on 10 and maybe lose to on Spice tiebreakers. Because right now, I think OnTheBounce might just win it. We didn't with that's a curveball. I think Margot's game is run though. I think they're out of it. Maybe here there's some play. Heretic forces people to discard. OnTheBounce just discards a Spice Must Flow. This hurts probably no one. Spice Must Flow discarded for Fade. Sure. Recon for Margot and a Spice Must Flow for Staban. What a top deck. What a top deck.
What's going on?
So Opportunism top deck for Staban means they might actually win this game on Spice tiebreakers.
What?
But they have to find their way to 2 more Solari. They will.
Sorry, could you share your screen again?
They're. Oh yeah, apologies. Here we go. But they need to find 2 more Solari in order to do that with 1 action. The question is, oh no, are they going to lose on Spice tiebreakers now? No. No.
Also, they retroactively let Toll put the troops in.
Yeah. Yeah, they let them retroactively do it. Which means if this game continues the way it currently is, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. If no one wins this combat, which looks like right now no one's going to win this combat, it's going to tie. That's a huge deal for Heretic to allow that. Huge deal. He's got 1 more action, though. I'm really, really surprised.
What do you mean?
Actually,
I missed it. What happened?
So Staban's sitting at Opportunism, right? Goes to shipping, spends all their spice, and gets the point, right? But here's the problem. They now are going to lose on Spice tiebreakers if they get the Spice Must Flow. It's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 for exact Spice Must Flow. They go to 10. They lose on Spice tiebreakers if Irulan wins this combat. If Fade wins this combat, which just doesn't look like either of them is going to win. Actually, Fade can still win this combat because they have Fade ability. Oh no spies on the board. Wow, I don't know what's going on there. No spies on the board. It's going to draw. He doesn't find a Fremen to toss in the last troop. But maybe this will help. He finds Devour. That'll do it. That's going to do it. That'll do it unless Fade finds some other out here.
Ring to kill a card or draw a card? Nope. Forgets.
Nope.
That's fine. We shall not remind him.
No, he's got another action. He's probably going to try to find... Oh, is he going to do it? Oh, wait, he is going to do it. Okay. He did trash. Wow, I don't know. All sorts of nonsense is happening.
I guess for tie breaks that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense for tie breaks. I'm just a little surprised about the Staban play. I think weren't they able to just go? Maybe they needed to draw. I thought they were able to go to Spice Refinery and get two Solari to do that and keep their spice. Was my thought, but maybe I'm missing
Well,
something.
he might get third place in this because he can get the unexpected allies with 3 swords on Swerving Loyalty.
He might. He might. He has questionable methods down here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. Fade's last action of the game. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They need to draw. There's really no other option. So it's either accept contract or nothing. You give up a Spice Must Flow. You could win on tie breaks if you just buy a Spice Must Flow. Does he have? He has 2. No, he has no. Oh, never mind. His BG operative is completely useless. I thought he had his spies down. He does not.
That completely blocked out.
Yeah, he's completely blocked out. Accept contract finds 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8.
Right. Oop.
Oh, big oof.
That hurts.
I mean, there was nothing he could find, right? There's nothing with 3 persuasion.
Unexpected allies, yes.
Okay.
Reapply the 3 daggers, yeah.
Spice Must Flow. Very well played here by OnTheBounce. Really sneaky. I think it's gonna. We'll see if it'll pay off. Oh. There we go. Well, don't forget your contracts. Did you get any? No, he didn't get a contract. He didn't get any Solar or Spice. Apologies. Doesn't get the extra Solari.
Yeah, I think OnTheBounce might take this, yeah.
He might. Well. No, he doesn't get anything though, right? Oh yeah, he might. Wow.
Might get third place.
He get third place. And he wins on Spice Tiebreakers.
We'll see.
There's a intrigue draw that could potentially happen for second place. Might as well play everything. Yep. I don't think there's anything that's going to help Martel here.
Well, Josh just neutered OnTheBounce's chance there.
As he drew, as they tied.
Yep. Looks like Heretic takes this then.
Wait, don't they get their rewards? He's still.
Wait. Is that Shadow Lines in OnTheBounce's hand?
Oh yeah. Shadowlines. It's not Shadowlines. No, it's Chome Prophets. It's the bad one. Yeah. It would have been good for absolutely no one here. could have been good for Heretic. Yep.
Could have been good for OnTheBounce as well.
Could have been.
For the Benny.
Yep. He didn't end up going there. Devour still in hand, and that's going to do it. So our first finalist is HereticD, squeaking by 10 points and 3 spice. And our second place is OnTheBounce with 10 points and 0 spice. Take screenshots, please. Whoop. That was weird. And our third place is Tall with 9 points and 8 spice, and Martel with 7 points. Got a little unlucky there that OnTheBounce was going after him at the end, and he didn't really have a choice. I think they had to table talk that a little bit more. Look at this beautiful submission screen.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Hey, sorry, CJ, I won't be able to stay around for a bit, so I'll have to catch you later.
That's all right, man. Thank you for the commentary. We'll talk to you later, and I'm going to go chat with the guys. I'll see you
guys. Have fun.
But
Hey guys.
You get the 7th, right? So
yeah, but that's the idea. That's what I was playing for the 8th, not for the 7th.
So that was quite the end there. A lot of things happened all at once. At one point we thought OnTheBounce was going to win on Spice Tiebreakers. Another point we thought Heretic was going to
Well,
win. You know,
If Josh hadn't played his intrigue, I would have, right? I mean, I guess, like, if I had been able to get into this combat,
oh yeah, you would have.
I got
Absolutely.
two. I missed it out by one
This
sword.
place wasn't enough, though, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Well, it would have been
Third
four
place.
spice.
Would have been 4 Spice, yeah.
Oh, right, because we were winning.
And he would have won on tie breaks. Yep.
Or I was hoping when I drew this, I needed to draw an Emperor card. That's what I was hoping for. I only have one, so chances are low. But
Oh yeah. You did.
If
You
I
had a
had drawn
spy
that.
there, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like it would have been ideal to have that Spice Refinery, that spy on Spice Refinery at that point. Unfortunately.
Yeah, although I didn't have a blue to play.
Oh, that's right. Your only blue was calculus. Yeah. Well, that's no good.
I think the mistake was when I played Signet Ring to here.
Mm-hmm.
I could have played the Signet Ring to here is kind of greedy on the card draw. If I had played Long Live the Fighters, chances are much better that I have more flexibility.
Actually, that was
But
something
then-
we were wondering about.
Then
Like why
I
you
don't
didn't do
have
that.
swords. Then I
Yeah.
don't have swords. I wanted to keep the swords, and I was kind of basically. I figured I have to high roll no matter what to win.
Yeah. Yep.
But then I could have saved the spice. I don't know. The tough one.
Yeah, no, it was a good guess. I mean, either way would have been. Well, it would have been interesting either way, right? I mean, if you saw 3 of your cards and then drew an extra card, it would have been a little bit more deeper in your deck, I guess.
Chance,
Yeah.
higher chance I could see this, right?
Yep,
And
yep.
that's what really mattered. But then I figured,
You might have missed on Spice Mist Flow. Who knows? You know, it was.
yeah, exactly. And so it seemed scary, so I didn't know
Yep.
what to do.
Yep.
And then this was lucky as hell.
That was absolutely insane. I was like, wow, that's just a straight up point.
Like the perfect card I needed.
Yep.
Anyway, super good game.
Tall. I'm gonna come back to you, Heretic, because you won it. So Tall, really well played here, sir. And you just had that really awful round. I think it was round 6.
I had my chances on the round 6, 7,
Yeah,
and
you're-
8, but
yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you were like so close round 6 to just ending it, and there was an intrigue in the deck, right? If you hit that one intrigue, you win the game. Like there might actually have been 2, but I think Heretic was holding the other one at that time. But like, yeah, you could have won it there, and then the next hand was just the worst possible hand I've seen in a long time. Was it like Desert Planet, Spice Must Flow, Dagger?
It was 2 Spice Must Flow, and no, I don't
yeah.
think it was. Yeah, but not a good hand.
So
For
it
sure.
was in petition in my hand, 6th round. Did you saw that hand?
Yeah.
Desert Power, draw into Dune. I had this, was blank, and 2 convincings.
Yeah, that was an awful head too. Yeah, you just had to reveal. There's not much you could do.
I missed like a whole action. Missing a whole action in 6th round, that's really bad.
Yeah. Well, a couple of weird things ended up. You never ended up getting that Spice Must Flow you were aiming for. I think you missed like twice at 8 or something.
No, I knew that I can't get a Spice Must Flow, but this was actually...
Was it just a hedge in case you didn't?
You got it off of combat, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you didn't really
knew
care. You
my
just
deck.
had it anyway.
Yeah, no, my deck wasn't built for the Spice Must Flow. Had too many blanks
Yeah.
and 1 persuasion cards.
Martel, tell me about this game from your perspective.
I think the turning point was when I missed the green axis to get my sword master that one round. It cost me the next like 3 rounds or something like that. I think it was actually 2.
Yep. Yeah, it was really rough.
Because then Heretic blows the wall, so I can't even get it that round because I need to go for the point. The combat because it's 2 points for me, and I'm holding Swing the Trap. So like if I get Swordmaster there, then he just I think he just.
I was actually hoping that you're gonna do my dirty work there. I was playing for the 8th round, not for the 7th, to be honest. I knew that I'm gonna draw you into combat if I blow the wall.
It was a good move. I mean, I had to go. I was not having that third action just really killed me. Also, I think that same round I went to draw for a Spice Must Flow, and I missed all my 2 persuasion cards.
Yep. Yeah, we kind of
Maybe after
noted
both
that.
those things happened, like I kind of dead in the water. Just struggling for points after that. I needed propaganda to come out round 7,
Oh,
or I needed to hit what entry? By access. When I
yeah.
went for the steal and the Benny, if I hit by access, it would have been a lot better for me.
Yeah, the Benny battle is interesting. I was pretty surprised you went there instead of Fremen.
Yeah, I figured it was going like either way, right? One of these two, but this gets me 2 intrigues. I can hope for
Yeah, it's
something
true.
like by access.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Heretic, congratulations, sir. How did the game go for you? How do you feel about it?
Thanks. I actually thought I'm gonna lose the most of the game, to be honest. But some things went my way.
I'd
That's
say,
how it
yeah.
goes.
That round 6, right? Or the round 7 when all the alliances got stolen, or one alliance got stolen from Tall. I think that came out in your favor quite heavily.
Yeah, yeah. That and that Bene Gesserit struggle went into my favor as well. And of course, but I bricked so hard round 6, so I wasn't feeling particularly good in entering round 7, to be honest.
Yep, yep. Well, congratulations. You are our finalist, our second finalist. And I'm pretty excited to have been casting this. This is a really exciting game. Very close. Very close. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back with more coverage of the Stoneburner Open as it concludes here on Hidden Assets. Take care, everybody.